Welcome to the Teaming Up Show, your future real estate, blah, 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 blah. What? What? Welcome to the Teaming Up Show, your guide to the future of real estate. I'm Josh Pomelo, and this is Sarah Pomelo. Welcome to the video.
Yes, thank you for having me back.
The video
after
cast.
all these years.
It's the show.
Next
it's the show.
Next time, I would really like hair and makeup.
Andy? Andy doesn't do hair and makeup, sorry.
Okay, next time.
Next time.
We're talking about hiring today.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we going to be talking about hiring? Let's talk about, because this is what Sarah does on our, this has been a big reason to our success, has been hiring, and because we've found people that have been just awesome. So what do you do with resumes?
Okay.
Because that's a big part, right? Resumes, when you're first reaching out to people, or they're reaching out to us.
It's a start.
That's our start. So
Yeah.
maybe let's just start there, and then
I'll do a different video.
We have
about how
4
to get
videos
them.
that we're going to talk about.
I'll do a different one
hiring,
about like how to get them, the sources, getting resumes. But let's just say you have, let's just say you have 200 resumes to go through, because you're going to need lots of resumes to find a great hire.
If you see Andy on one of them, you just get rid of that.
Yeah. So.
Good.
No.
Okay. No.
I'm so literal. Like your jokes aren't that funny.
Okay, sorry.
I take this seriously.
Let's not be funny.
Okay. So to get granular, to make things easier, you should have all your resumes be going into one folder.
Okay.
Or if you're not going to be checking a folder, have them go into your inbox and then folder them every time you get one, so that you can kind of scan just initially for anyone you recognize.
Yep.
Right.
So we call you the resume boss, master, right? Well, how many people come to you to check their resumes, make sure it's good?
Oh yeah, I do help a lot of people.
So on a bad or good resume, what separates a good resume from a bad resume?
Great question.
And this is the reason why we're asking you this is, how are you going to sift through so that you can see the people that you want to join your team?
So to get your first, let's just say administrative hire, because that's
right.
I
Let's
sift
start
through,
there.
I sift through administrative hire resumes every day.
Right.
So anyways, I start with doing it in the morning, because that's just my one thing, is hiring talent. So I will get all of them in my inbox, and I'll just start at the top one and start clicking through. So usually they're coming through as PDF attachments. So scroll to the bottom, pull up that PDF attachment. First thing I'm looking for is, are they currently employed? So people get kind of tricky and sneaky on their resumes, where they'll say, I employed 2015 to 2016. Okay, well that's not enough answers, because do you mean present, or do you mean that you're unemployed right now? So that's the first thing I'm looking for.
So that's a big
Being
thing.
employed is like a big deal.
That's what I was going to say. That's a big thing. So I mean, it's not that you want look at. I mean, so would that mean that you don't look at anyone who's unemployed?
Correct. Unless there's like one other aspect of the resume, which we'll get to, that just like blows me out of the water, or like a relocation.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So
and I'm not looking at the cover letter. So that's one thing, is I don't look at the cover letter.
So say I'm a person, I'm working at this place somewhere, and you and it's gone, and I just don't want to be working there anymore, and so I left. And I worked there for 5 years, and I left. You're saying that you won't even look at my resume?
I guess it would depend, because I wouldn't. I know there's some jobs where if you leave, like, okay, let's just say Target, when they did a bunch of layoffs, they gave like a severance package, and I kind of know which types of jobs give the severance packages.
Yeah.
A lot of call centers and things that close. So then I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you left and you were still making money, and you still were like motivated, and you were looking for a job, that makes sense. But if I just see just cut off, decided to stop working before I found something else, that's just not the type of mentality. I'm not judging those people, but that's not the type of mentality that I'm looking for.
You're looking for someone that's going to be working, but piece it together, find another opportunity, and then let that go.
It's okay if there's a month or two in between, because let's say somebody stopped and then they had something, that position wasn't opening for like a month and a half.
Right. Got it.
So that's something I'm looking for.
Yep.
The thing that would counter, let's say that they weren't working now, would be length of time somewhere else. So that's a really big piece of what I'm looking for. One thing that rules people out, where I just discard it instantly, basically, is if I see, I'm amazed that people even put this on their resume, but they'll say worked, January 2016 to March 2016. Below that is just new
15
job
and 15,
every
14 and 13 and 12 and all the way down.
Yeah.
So in a 5-year period,
I
they
think
have
they
5
think more
jobs
is
or
better. I
something
mean,
like
I
that.
really think that they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I have more experience.
And you're just looking at someone that doesn't know what they want, someone that can't hack it maybe at other places.
Yeah.
I mean, those are there's a
Yes.
lot of things that you're weeding out
They're like
there,
a job
right?
hopper.
Right.
And that would be
right.
so that's a no-go. So
Someone
if I see
that doesn't
that,
really know what they want and what
Right.
they want to build, because we want to be people that want to
Yes.
build careers and build something
Yes.
for the long term.
And even just in our, we call it the blueprint, which is like for an administrative hire, we have a blueprint, which is our standards of hiring. And we're not going to, move from that, is that someone needs to at least have been somewhere for 2 years. So no matter how old they are, our requirement, unless it's maybe some sort of personal referral or something, maybe we'd take a chance on them, but being somewhere for 2 years. So
Right.
that's a big deal. I need to find somewhere
Unless
on
they
there.
were maybe in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But even in that, you're looking for something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
whether they were in a sport for 2 years, they were.
So I was just thinking
people
about
work
Andy.
part-time.
Andy didn't
Yeah,
have a
Andy
job.
had an amazing portfolio and he sent it to me.
Right.
Like no one else wanted to send me their portfolio. So that stood out instantly. And in a marketing position, if we talked about that, I would be looking for the portfolio.
Same for Nate.
over the
Nate
resume.
started out without.
Yeah, how did we, Nate, you just.
Nate's
dropped out of
just
this-
special.
He's from like the store. He just like came, you know?
He did.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's one thing that you're looking for. You're looking for people that have been in jobs that know what basically that they're at a
Yeah.
company, they have a good reason why they're leaving that company,
Yeah.
and or they had seen some time
Yeah.
periods that
The
were
other
at the
thing,
company,
I'm looking
not
at what
a bunch
they,
of.
I'm looking at
companies.
what they did too. So some people want to, they're like, oh, I'm going to give everyone a chance. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll give everyone a chance, but if you've been doing certified nursing assistant for the last 6 years, and I can see you went to school to be a dental hygienist, and you were putting patients in the room or something. That's all you've done in the medical field. Well, we're quite a bit different than working in at United Health, or not United Health, at like Park Nicollet or something. We're just different than that. So I just can't. There's so many resumes there. I can't take a chance on you trying out the business world, right? Non-medical.
Right. Right.
So that would be another thing that weeds out people, which
Okay.
I think that would set us apart from other people. They would be like, well, let's just give them a chance. Maybe they're thinking about a field change, but they'd have to have a pretty good explanation in their like reason for wanting to be hired here for me to even look at their.
Well, that's the whole thing with hiring is when
I don't
we're
want to take chances. I want to stack the deck in my favor.
Right, but we're also what stacks the deck in your favor is hiring someone that's going to love the position, love where they are. So you're not even saying I won't look at you because we don't want to give someone an opportunity. You're saying that
Your past trajectory shows you like that.
Right, you're going to want to be doing that, so we don't even want to go down that road when there's so many people there's a position that we have here, there's so many people that would love that position, and we know who we're looking for. And that's another thing is when you're looking through resumes, bad and good, if you really understand what that position is and what you're looking for, you can have that detailed job description, and then when you're putting that detailed job description to what these resumes are coming in, they should mirror each other, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yep. So there's that.
Is there anything else
There's lots
before we
of
wrap
things.
up?
We wrap up.
Well,
There's
no.
location.
No, I'm just
okay,
saying.
so if someone's in like South St. Paul, I'm going to email them and say, where do you currently live? Because
Right.
sometimes they put their parents' address or they'll put an old address that's not updated. So I do ask them where they live. I don't just assume that they live in Hastings and we're up in Maple Grove, right?
Right,
So there's location. That's a big factor because
Yep.
I don't want to be dealing with commute issues all day, every day.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hour commutes or something like that,
exactly.
obviously.
And then there is, gosh, there's so many other things. I can't think of what they're.
Yeah, there's so many nuances to looking at
Yeah,
that.
but it's some of the, you see that you read through their things. There's typos and stuff. I'll let one typo slide. Oh, the big thing I was going to say is somebody who's in sales who's applying for administrative role, or someone who's in administrative role applying for sales. So I'm not looking to hire someone who wants to be a real estate agent, who just wants to start out being an administrative
Right.
assistant. That's a tough thing. I know that a lot of teams go that route. They're like, oh, I understand, you just kind of want to feel it out and stuff. And I just don't think that the person who's going to be so amazing at being in marketing or being in the administrative role is going to be so amazing at sales. I mean,
No. And
they're different. They're two different people, and I don't want to be the guinea pig of where you find yourself. for the team.
Well, think about.
You can find yourself in a brokerage.
Think about how many times we've hired a lot of people, and it just when we look back at every hire, when we hired them, if they came in as admin, and that's everything what it looked like they were going to be. There's no way their skill sets, their behavioral style, everything would be against
their dreams.
Their dreams would be so against it. So someone that is kind of in between, there's either one or the other. And if they're saying that they are administrative and they want to go into sales, well, then we would look at them as a sales, and then we look at their past trajectory of like sales experience and maybe have that discussion. But if that's not, if that wasn't there, then we would be like, okay, we can't do this, because it's really a stark difference. I mean, in basketball analogy, like if you have Michael Jordan, who's really good scoring points and leading the game, then you have Dennis Rodman on the side, who just gets rebounds. I mean, he's just going to get rebounds and he's going to play defense, and that's his role. And you're not going to be able to. Dennis Rodman is never going to be Michael Jordan, and the same thing. So you can't push people and just they're going to be like not made, but they're going to be kind of made for a position, and we want to make sure that position will fit them, because they're not going to love it and they're not going to want to stay here.
If their dream is to be a real estate agent, I'd rather discuss being a real estate agent
right out of the gate.
than saying how can you learn how to just wanting to feel out contracts and like learn the lingo and stuff. Like if you're going to be a sales agent, learning the lingo is the last thing you're worried about. You're just worried about being able to pitch people and you're having an amazing
experience with them.
Yep. Exactly.
So
Yep.
So thanks for coming to this show with the one and only Sarah Pomerleau, the hiring guru. That's what we're going to call you, the hiring guru.
Thank you.
So thanks for stopping by. See you on the next one. If you have any questions or any other thoughts, let us know. We'd love to dig deeper.
Very good.
Okay. All right.